Well, hello there. We are going to do some work today. We are going to make some mail outs featuring the brand new Father's Day collection. So I'm going to walk you through how I'm going to go ahead and do my mail outs and make some samples. First up, I've got my, oh gosh, well, you can't see it, donuts. Okay, so I've got my double candy melter. So that's what it is, but we use mine for wax. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and turn both on, and we're going to start. Let's start with Black Tie Affair. This one is very clean, a masculine clean. I'm very curious to see how this one's going to smell. Let's just go ahead and do, let's do 3 cubes. 3 cubes. I'm gonna go 3 cubes. We'll see how many, because I'm just gonna make felt samples. So we're gonna see how many felt samples we get. The next one, let's go ahead and do Day on the Field. This one, it's more fresh. It's like you've got the windows open on a nice spring day, but it's got some musk to it. And I cannot wait to see what this smells like warmed. Okay. All right, because we've only got 3 scents to work with, so let's get those started. While those are getting started, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get our felt samples ready. So I'm going to go ahead and use just the little felt circles. I get these guys off of Amazon. They're linked in my Amazon shop, so you can grab those from the link down below. But that's what we're going to be using today. And then to get them out, I like to use my little tweezers. But then comes the problem of where did I put them? The last time I used them, you would think they'd go right back in here. But, sometimes it doesn't work out that way, friends. Oh, look, here's some. Oh, well, there's the big ones. Okay, that's fine. We'll use those. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, we're going to use those. So there's those. And then I just have, I'm out of my parchment paper, so I'm just using aluminum foil on my board. So when they come out, I'll just pull them out, put them on here, just let them air dry, and then they'll be set. They'll be good to go. All right, we're already doing really well over there. So I also need to make like a flyer. I want to do like a rack card to feature all 3 scents. And then of course, link the Father's Day collection shopping in there. And then also I want to put in my Scentsy Club link, right? Because Scentsy Club is where it's at. This is where we want our customers going. Because if I wasn't a consultant, oh, I mean, I'm a consultant, but I already have Scentsy Clubs. But if I wasn't a consultant and I wanted to save money on the Scentsy that I wanted to get, I would be purchasing through a Scentsy Club every single time, unless I was doing a shopping link party or something. So this is how I want my customers to be able to shop as well, because again, I mean, I want them to be able to save the most money. I want them to be able to get the things that they want to have. So let's go ahead and let's dig in here. All right. I'm going to go ahead, share my screen, because we're going to hop into Canva, and I want to take a look in Canva, and I want to play around a little bit because I have an idea of what I want my flyer, or my rack card rather, to look like, but I need ideas still. So here we go. All right, let's do this. Let me do, okay. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there, get out of there. Okay, let's go to marketing. Exit out of that. Let's go to marketing. Let's go to all images. And let's pull some images from our Father's Day collection. Okay, that's what I want to look for. Let's see here. See what we get. See what we get. Rolling the dice. This is my favorite way to be able to get things out to my customers is, you know, having these samples with the new collections that are coming out, because they don't necessarily know that these are going to be scents that they're going to love or not, and I want them to try them and get an idea before they purchase. So that's what we're doing. I don't know why it's running so slow today. Okay. Blue, 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 blue. Oh, of course, we have all of our summer collection. Oh, I'm so excited for the summer collection. It's absolutely fabulous, people. Absolutely fabulous. Maybe I should just go up here. Maybe I should, you know what? I'm going to go to the news tab. I'm going to go to that article about the Father's Day collection, and I'm going to get it from there. So let's just do it that way, because I could sit here and search, and I might not be putting in the right search results. So let's just find our Father's Day. There's summer, Star Wars. So excited. So excited. Father's Day. Okay, here we go. For me, it's just easier to do it this way. I don't know. Maybe you have a better way to do it, but for me, this is it. All right, so here's our Father's Day collection. This is what we know, right, is already out. I will say, I think the Scentsy Buddy is cute. I just don't know too many fathers who are looking for that for their shopping, but these scents are absolutely fabulous. So I'm really excited to share the scents more than anything. So let's download that picture. Let's download that picture. So I want the bars. Here we go. And then, I mean, I could kind of do the whole collection, but honestly, I really just want to feature the bars. So I'm gonna stick with that. Let's jump back over, or get into Canva rather. And let's go ahead, let's take a look. I'm just gonna pull up some of my previous projects, and I want to look for the rack card size, and I want to kind of go off of that, because again, those are, that's the size that I'm going to go for in my mailers. So I want that rack card size. My goodness, this is just kind of dragging today. I don't know, maybe I need to restart my computer. Sometimes the Mac needs a little reboot. I mean, don't we all? I know I do. So let's get that going. Let me just say the office is smelling really good right now. Smelling really, really good. Okay. Rack card. Where's my rack card size? That's a rack card sheet, or rack card size. So let's go ahead and let me make a copy, because I'm going to leave that, you know, I'm going to leave that for that. All right, where did my copy go? All right, so let's just open this guy up. It's fine. Let's get in here. Let me expand this out so we've got a little bit more room to see and work. Do all the things. All right, so this is a rack card that I had done when the fall winter catalog was going away. This was just a mailer that I had sent out, just so some of the favorites for my customers, to kind of, you know, let them know what was going away. So let's use this, and we're gonna say, oh gosh, I wanna do something cute for Father's Day. How do I want to word this? Let's see here. Let's do explore the Father's Day collection. Oops. Collection scents. All right, I do want to keep, no, I don't want to keep those because I'm using the pictures, so I don't need those. Let's just get rid of that. That's my Scentsy Club QR code. So let's say, let's just do it in all caps. Add to a club today. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's pull it out. Let's move this up a little bit. There we go. All right, so we've got that. I'm probably going to go ahead and let's change the colors. Oh, but first, before we change the colors, let's go ahead and put our uploads in there. I'm going to upload some files. I'm just going to upload the 3 images that we just downloaded off of the website. So we've got those perfect bar pictures. Come on, little guy. Let's do it to it. Let's do it to it. Come on. Well, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, it's smelling so good. I think I love Day on the Field almost better than Black Tie Affair. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so torn. Ugh. All right, so here's our 3 images that we just uploaded, or downloaded rather, and we're just going to upload these, get these in here. We're getting farther along, melting away. Okay, open. Let's get these guys in here. All right. That's why I love Canva. It just makes everything so easy. It's honestly, oh, that was huge. Honestly, like the best thing that I invest in when it comes to my business. The best thing, not gonna lie, is having the Canva Pro edition. That looks about the same size, right? Yeah, it does. That one there. Let's get this guy in here. On black tie. Still a little too big. Size that guy down a little. Now he's a little too small. There we go. That looks, yeah, we're looking good there. Okay. All right, so now I've got all 3. Now let's go ahead and let's change these background dots that are happening. I want to pull, the reason why I wanted the bars in first is because I want to pull from those colors. See how it can pull from, oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay. I want to pull from the picture or the colors that I already have in there. That looks good. What do you guys think? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, I like that better. All right. Let's go ahead and fade that transparency out a little bit. There we go. I'm going to change now the color here. Again, I'm going to be able to pull directly from the colors that I already have. Oops, back it up. If I go too quick, sometimes my mouse will get a little too excited. So there we go. All right. This is looking a little boring though. Let's do an element or 2. So let's see. Let's do Father's Day. Let's see what we get with Father's Day. See all. What do we have going on over here? I kind of like some of these. These aren't bad. Not bad at all. I kind of like the crown, not gonna lie. I think that's kind of nice. The coffee cup is always a good one. Best ad ever. Let's pull that guy in. I think that's pretty cute. Let's just make him a little bit smaller. Put it over here in the corner. Let's see, what else do we have to choose from here? These aren't bad. Not bad at all. All right, we've already said best dad ever. So what else can we put in here? You know what? I really liked the king crown, so let's just go back and use that. Sometimes I tend to overthink a lot of this, and then I get lost doing it for too long. And honestly, at the end of the day, I mean, while I could sit here for hours and just go to town, like I don't really need to, right? Like that's not the point. All right. Let's see what else. What other wording do we have in here that maybe I can grab? Okay. Let's do that. I just like that. See, it just, let's make it and keep it easy, right? So let's just take that. Let's go ahead and add our text. I'm going to add a text box in there. I'm just going to paste my wording right in. Here we go. Just right on the top there. I like that. Okay, that is good to go. All right, so we're gonna rename this and we're gonna call this the, Father's Day Collection Rack. Okay, so on here I've got add to a club today. Let's go ahead and add in, let me just copy this because I kind of like that. Font, let's make it a little bit smaller, and we're going to say shop the collection now. Pull that in. All right, down here, let's pull this arrow over again, twist it around. See, we can just have so much fun here. Twist this guy around just so we know. Yep, that's where we want to start shopping. Okay, I like this. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to download this. I'm going to save it as a PNG because that will just save better. And now to print, to be able to print this. Ooh, it's time to put in some felt, friends. Okay, I'm going to count these puppies out. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, you know where we're going, 18, 19, 20. All right, 20. I'm just literally dropping all 20 right into my little wax guy here. Just letting it, I just literally, oh, spill it. Just literally dropping them in there. Let those guys soak up the wax. Let's count out our next 20 for the other one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my gosh, I literally pulled out 20 and had no idea that that's what I was doing. Oh gosh. It's like I've been doing this for like 12 years. Let's go ahead and count out the next 20 now for our third, oops, dropped one, third and final. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we will probably be able to get more than 20 out of 3 cubes, but that's where we're going to start just so we have a good even number. All right, now I'm just taking my tweezers and I'm just pulling them out and placing them on my little drying rack over here. And that way they can just come to air dry. I mean, the wax is honest, or the wax felt samples. These guys, not only are they great for summer because, you know, if you're going to mail things, right? If you're putting big chunks of wax and putting them in the mail, like 9 times out of 10, even if you don't think it's that warm out, it depends on where you're shipping it, like it's gonna melt wherever you send it. So the felt is really great in the warmer months because even if it does start to melt a little in shipping or mailing, the felt will just reabsorb the melted wax that's happened. So it actually works out to be a really, really good trade-off. Right, okay. So there's those. Here we go to a day out on the field. Getting these guys out. And I'll show you as soon as I have them all out here how we're looking. Oops, grab 2 at a time. And the other great thing about felt samples too, if you were not aware, is that customers don't have to really make a big fuss about these because they can just honestly drop the felt samples into their warmer dish. And what's going to happen is the wax is just going to warm out of the felt. And then you can leave, or they can, right? Like they can leave the felt in the dish because our warmers are not getting that hot. So because they're not getting that hot, then they're able to just leave them in. Sorry, that was some text message I got. They're able to just leave it in the warmer and it soaks out all the wax. And then they get a nice, oh my gosh, this smells so good. They just get a nice sample of the scent. And it really just gives them a good idea of, hey, am I going to like this? Do I need to order a bar of this? Do I need it to add? Do I need to add it to my club? You know, would somebody love this so much? Oh my gosh, I gotta buy this for my husband or whatever. He would love it if we had this in the house. I mean, in this case, whatever. But just a perfect sample. And because they're so flat and smaller, they're just really good for mailing. Okay. So I've got 20 felt samples and I still have enough wax in here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually grab one of my molds because I am going to have some samples that I'm actually going to mail. That I'm not going to mail out, that I'm actually going to hand out in person. So let's grab, no, it's not over there. I have organized my office. Hero, can you be nice, please? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you so much. You're just the greatest, Hero. You're the greatest. He knows it. He knows. He's all about it. All right, so I'm just going to use this mold that I have. It's just very thin rectangles. And so I have a little bit of leftover wax from the last time I did some molds. So just knock it out there. It's fine. Okay. All righty. Okay. Let's pour this little guy in. Actually, before I do that, I almost just did that. Let's get, here we go. You know, when you're a nursing student, you have plenty of books. We're just going to use this to hold my mold. So we're going to do it on the drug guide for nurses. There we go. I almost, it's so weird because whenever I pour wax and I'm doing molds, it's like I hold my breath, like, don't overfill, Jacqui. It's not that, it's not that intense really, but I like things to be pretty. When they're aesthetically pleasing, it makes me happy. And I like to think that my customers also appreciate that. So, all right, that took up the rest of that wax. Let's go ahead and pour the second one. I love this little double melter pot. I got this off of Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's linked in my Amazon storefront. If not, then I will go back and link it. But you can find these at the craft store. They're originally made for chocolate, like I said, for like candy making. But when you're in the world of Scentsy, and you're doing wax, this is honestly like the best thing. All right, so there's that. I'm gonna grab just a little hand towel here. I'm just gonna wipe out both dishes just so I don't get any scent transfer in the next one. And actually I can turn one of these off because we're only doing one more scent, right? There's only 3. So I only need one more. You can see how I'm kind of doing double duty. So I'm making the Canva template while, I'm probably gonna need that in a minute anyway, while I'm also making the samples. And I'm actually going to just go place this in my freezer real quick. So here's my samples. That's what I just had left over. So let me just go throw these in real quick. Okay. Oh, just walking back into this office. It smells flipping fantastic. Okay, last one is open air exploring. Excuse me. Open air exploring. All right, so again, I'm just going to use 3 cubes. Plop that in. Let that get to warming. Meanwhile, here are my felt samples. Okay, they're just air drying. That's all that's happening over here. All right, so while we've got that going, I've now downloaded this. Now I need to go to Avery because that's how I do my printing. Sorry, I zoomed in. All right, so popping on over into Avery. Now, the thing is with Avery, it's fabulous. Now, this is how I print the majority, or not the majority, all of anything I'm printing, to be completely honest. But any stickers, any mail outs I do, any full page newsletters maybe, or whatever that I'm sending out, I use Avery. This is how I get all the printing done. You can print directly from Canva and have them ship it to you. Honestly, I just like, if I'm doing it, I want to do it. I want to get it done right here and now. So I just want to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. There we go. That way it saves your projects. This makes it a lot easier. For example, remember, I'm using a rack card size, right? So I'm just going to go to my projects and I'm going to see what the template is for a rack card. and you'll see here, so 4332. All right, so now I can go to templates, and now I can just type in 4332. No, 4332. Thank you. All right, so it's an 8.5 by 11. Start designing. And now all I have to do is just literally pull in the design that I've already just created and made on Canva. And you saw how quick it was for me to do that, right? Like, again, I could sit here, I could take more time, I can make it prettier, I could do all, no, I just want it done. I want to get it going. So that's what I'm doing. So take the time when you have it. If you want to spend more time creating and drafting, making designs, making mailers, that's perfectly fine. There's also some really great groups on Facebook that you can go on that already have things that are already done. So because I downloaded mine, I can just kind of click and drag from my downloads. I'm on a Mac, so for those of you who you're like, I don't know that feature, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. This is just how I do it, but you could just go to add file, and then you could pull the file from what you've already, from a file, you know, from like saving, uploading, whatever. But I just am able to click and drag. So hopefully you're able to do that as well. I think I want to say when I do it this way, yeah, I've got a little bit of extra space. So I'm just gonna space these guys out just a little. That way, if I just have a little bit of overflow on the page, then it still looks good, and I'm happy with that. All right, so that way I can cut them very nice. All right, so 3 to a sheet. I've done 20 samples. Let's do some math, friends. All right, so 3 to a sheet times 5 would be 15. Let's see. Sorry, my husband is at work and has a quick question. He's going to be headed home soon. Okay. So 5 would be, if I printed 5 sheets, that would be 15. If I printed 6, that would be 18. So I at least have to do 7. But I also am going to have some extra because I made the wax molds. I'm going to go ahead and just do 10. Just send that over. All right, so we're going to do preview and print, get a PDF to print. I like to save my projects. So I'm going to do Father's Day collection, or Father's Day mail out. That way I've got the template for later. So if I need to do it again, if I want to reprint it later, I can always do that. So, I said I was going to do 10, right? Yeah, 10. Okay. So 10. It'll give me 30. I think that's, I think that's enough. I think that's good. And we'll be good there. Okay. Hello. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to hit print over here. I don't know. Hopefully you can see this on my computer, but I'm just printing it to my printer. I want 10 copies. So I'm choosing 10, print. It's going to start printing behind me. So while that's happening, let me go ahead and move this for my husband. Good gravy. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. How many things can Jacqui do in one time? Okay. I love playing this game. This is such a fun game. It's absolutely fun. Okay. Done. Sent. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that, but the printer is printing behind me. There we go. I can leave that now. Okay. All right. So we've got that going. We've got that printing. Ooh, we're almost melted on our last sample. So I've got that there. That's just gonna fit right in here, this area here. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then once that finishes printing, I'm gonna pull those off. I don't need any more of these, so these can go away. Back down into the drawer for when it's time. These, I mean, come on. Okay, open air exploring is my number 1. Day on the field is number 2. Black tie affair is number 3. And I honestly thought this was going to go different, but this is how it's rolling out. So that's my pick. 1, 2, and 3. All right. That's how it's happening. Let's go ahead. You know what? Let's make... No, because I'm going to put them in the bags and I'm just going to glue them, or actually tape them. I'm not going to use my glue dots. I'm just going to use my double-sided, I use double-sided Scotch tape. That's how I actually just put them on the sheets. So let's do that. I'm going to grab my baggies. And when I'm doing samples, I mean, it depends on what kind of samples that I'm making. These are self-adhesive 2x3 bags. So I'm just going to be putting my samples in here. Gosh, it just smells so flipping good, man. Okay. All right. We're melted. Let me drop the other 20 in there. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Getting a little crazy with the cheese whiz over here. Okay, let's just let that sit for a hot second. Those are printing. I'm gonna get my paper cutter. This is how I actually cut the paper. How I make the bacon. Okay. I think that's almost done, but so here's how they come out on a sheet. So I am going to share this template in the description. So if you just want to use this template, you can. Obviously you want to change your website. Obviously you want to change this QR code to your Scentsy Club QR code. Or if you don't want to use club on your flyer, then put your website, whatever. But you can, I mean, everything else is pretty generic, right? So you're good to go there. So all I'm going to do is just pull these guys into my paper cutter, line them up. I'm going to show you how I just get this-ish done. So all I have to do is just cut these into 3. So you see, this is where we're at. Beautiful. Quick, easy, not a whole lot of time taken. All right, so let me show you real quick before I go ahead and cut all of those. Let me show you how I put these together. So let me just pull out some of these guys. Let's go ahead and pull out these samples, because while these are drying, we're going to put the other ones into bags. And it's actually kind of nice because, oops, all 3 are 3 different colors. So it's very easy for me to just visually see what scent or which sample I'm looking at. Sometimes, especially, I will say, especially when it's like the fall winter scents, things like that, where you have like scents that are like either all like dark orange or dark red or dark green, when you're doing like the, fur and, all those types of scents, right? Like they all seem to be the same color. So sometimes it's hard to recognize, like, wait a minute, which one is that? This collection is really easy because all three scents are three different colors. So for me, I already know exactly which one I'm working with, but I am going to show you how I'm putting these together and how they're going to go out. So that way you know exactly how to do this. So all of this has taken me, well, I mean, I've talked my way through it, but about 40 minutes so far. I will say I can usually get all of this done within an hour when I'm not sitting here talking and, you know, doing all the things. But this is 1 hour's worth of work. So if you're like, oh, I don't have time to do that, okay, then break it up into 2 different days, right? Like make your Canva template and print that out and get it all cut and all the things one day, and then the next day just make your samples and put it all together. Block out your time. I mean, honestly, guys, just work work however it works best for you. Just because this is how it works best for me doesn't mean this is how it works best for you. But I had an hour today and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this ish done because it needs to be done, right? All right, so while that's cooling, let me go grab the other ones that came out of, or that are in the freezer now, so that way I can get those out. Remember, those are the ones I'm going to literally pass out. I'm not mailing those molds because it's just too warm. Let's be honest, it's just too warm. So let me go grab those from the freezer. 2 hot seconds. All right, don't you worry. The nursing books have come in handy. All right, so these guys are now set. It really only takes like 10 minutes in the freezer, but again, I just multitask when I'm doing these. So here's where they are. The green, I didn't have enough to do the last two, so that's okay, right? That's fine. It is what it is. I just wanted to have some that I could like hand out in person because I do have some people that I will be delivering to in person, and so I wanted them to be able to have just some in-person samples. That's like how I describe them. Because like I said, it's too hot to mail these. There's no way. It would just be a melted hot mess once it got to them, and ain't nobody in the mood for all that. Trust me, nobody is. But these guys are, look, I love this little mold because it's simple, it's cute, I love it. All right, so let's see if I can show you now that we're not screen sharing. Okay, see if I can do this. Here we go. Fun times. Okay, I'm just going to, again, I feel like I want to hold my breath when I do it. I'm gonna go too far over. Oh, that one almost did. I almost overflowed that one. But these little guys have nice spouts on them, so it makes it really easy to pour. So that's really nice. And the molds, yeah, you can get these molds literally anywhere. All right. Trying to set it down. Okay, so I got 9 there. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 10, 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, yeah. So that's fine. So I'll have 9 technically to hand out as a group, and then I can always throw the extras. These are so handy. Throw the extras just into a sample. Okay, there we go. Those are cleaned out. That's ready to go. These are cooling off. Let me go throw these. This last last little 9 samples into the freezer. I'll come back. We're going to bag these up and we're going to finish it up and you're going to see how they go out the door. All right, friends, we got this. Okay, those are in. Again, this office smells flipping fantastic. Okay, so we've got our self-adhesive bags. We're going to drop a felt sample into each one. The reason I like these is you just tear that little guy off. And then I just fold it over to the bottom. And it self-seals. So there's one. Get our next one. Boom. Right in there. Again, these guys are just so flat and easy. They're just literally perfect for mailing. They really, really are. All right. Here we go. Okay. There we go. All right. I lined it up. Okay, we're going to take our rack card. Okay. I'm going to take my double-sided Scotch tape. You can use glue dots. You can staple. I stapled for a long time. I would put a staple on everything. That's just kind of how it went. Right, where am I going to put these? Okay. So I'm just putting, you don't need a whole lot, friends. You just need a little piece. Just a little piece, that's all you need. And then I just tape it, put it on the back of that, put it there. Okay, then we got one more. Oh, I put that on the wrong side. Super fudge. Okay, hold on. Good thing about the double-sided tape. Okay. Again, right there. Just gonna put this guy here. All right. So here we go. Okay, so you see there's a felt sample for each one. Explore the Father's Day collection scents, best dad ever, add to a club today. I've got my website down here. Yeah, all the things, right? All the things. So now all I do is literally, now I like to be a little bougie. Maybe you guys like things a little different. I don't know. But I like to take a gel. I like the jelly rolls. So I take a gel pen. I use black envelopes and I actually just hand write the name and the address. And then I've got my return address labels that will just go in the corner. This guy goes right in, right inside. So right inside the envelope. There we go. Right in there. And then I will, of course, because, you know, I can't send anything out without it, I will add some confetti. I'll add a little, you know, like repeat customers are my favorite or something kind of sticker on the back. And then, yes, this is how it actually mails out. So it literally is mailing out. This is my one stamp mail. So, like I said, I've made 20, right? So my first batch will be my last 20 customers. Okay. So the last 20 customers, if they're mailing anyway. The last 20 customers are going to get these. If there's customers in there who I can hand deliver to, who are local, who I can drop off, that's where I'm going to actually just put these, like the molds, right? I put the molds into the same bags and attach them the same way, but then I will actually just hand these out, right? So then I've just got those. I don't even put those in an envelope unless, because usually I'm like giving something else to or whatever. Or if I'm taking them to work, if I'm throwing some in my bag just so I can hand out for whatever errands or whatever it is that I'm doing, I literally will just pull it out with the samples attached and just say, here, you got to try these new scents. They're amazing. You're going to absolutely love them, right? And that's how I send them out. So that is my one stamp mail. Like I said, I know I've talked a little bit and I've kind of walked through a couple different things, but honestly, this whole process, this is like a 1 hour's worth of work. So if you can take 1 hour out of your week, do this, do a quick batch. If you can't do 1 hour at a time, like I said, break it up. Do one where you just create the Canva template. Awesome. Maybe it takes you 10 minutes to just do that. One day, just take 10 minutes, make that Canva template, save it, bloom, and then print it off, right? And then you're ready to go. Just like me, then all you have to do is then just go through and cut them. And then you can go back the next day and then make your samples, so your felt samples, put them in the bags, attach them. Boom, maybe that takes you 15 minutes. And then the next day, take another 15, 20 minutes. And even, actually, it could be a lot quicker if you do like mail merge. If you do it on the computer, you use the address labels, you print them out, and then all you have to do is just stick your stickers on. I just personally, I love, it's very cathartic for me. It's something I enjoy doing. So I like to handwrite on my envelopes. I love doing hand lettering. So it's just like that personal touch for me to my customers. I know it doesn't seem like a lot and it's not that big of a deal, but it's just something that kind of is me and is what I like to do. So I like to do that. So again, that would be maybe be another 15-ish minutes. So you could spread this out even if you only had 15 minutes a day. Get this done within a week. You've got samples going out to customers. This is going to keep your customers engaged. It's going to give you some great customer satisfaction. And also, here is the key point when it comes to samples, okay? When it comes to samples, every single person that I am sending these guys out to and every single person that I will hand them out to, right? Because the majority of people that I'm handing them out to are people that I know, okay? And if I don't know them, then fine, cool. But I will actually, I keep like a running tally. So I use the Notes app on my phone. I also will use my follow-up binder, which is now underneath all of my papers, but I use my follow-up binder and I will just quickly just write down the names of everybody that I've sent it to. So then that way I can do follow-up on the samples that I'm sending out. Hey, how did you love the Father's Day collection? Did you like one scent better than the others? Which one was your favorite? For me, because it is, right? For me, mine happens to be the Ocean Air Exploring. Which one was your absolute favorite? What are you thinking? Are you wanting to add these to a Scentsy Club, right? I'd love to get you onto my Scentsy Club list so that way you can get on my VIP swag bag list, right? So like those are things and ways that I would use to follow up with those customers. Following up after you're sending samples is a key component because yes, while sending samples, I feel, this is my opinion, is very important in the business that we're doing, right? We need people to smell our product. That's how people fall in love with what we have. But if you're not following up, then doing all of this work, even though it only maybe took you an hour 1 week, okay, even just that hour isn't going to yield you that many results if you're not following up. Okay, again, you're building connections, you're building relationships, and you don't want to lose that piece of it. All right, guys, that's what I've got. That's an hour's worth of work for you to get done. Even if you don't have the Father's Day collection, maybe it's something that you personally, you're like, I can't afford that right now, Jacqui, or I personally like to do my own, I like to be the host of my own party links. So that way I can utilize the party rewards to get the Scentsy that I want. So that's how myself as a consultant, I'm able to get things free or half price. But if you're not able to do that, that's okay. Maybe you have enough to place an order the next time you put an order in to just do a 3-pack of bars. Maybe that happens to be the Father's Day collection. If it's not, maybe the summer's collection or another collection that we currently have, then pick 3 scents from our current catalog that you're like, oh my gosh, these are my favorites. It doesn't matter if they're brand new or not. Your customers, again, the important part of all of what we're doing here is to get the fragrance under the noses of our customers. We are reaching out, we're giving them happy mail, we're making them have something exciting to get out of the mailbox. I don't know about you guys, but the majority of crap that I get in my mailbox is just that. It's crap or it's paper bills. And I don't even get a whole lot of paper bills anymore, right? Because most of it's electronic. But if I were to get something exciting from somebody who I like buying things from and they're sending me samples, that just made my whole day. So make somebody's day, make it happy for them, right? If your thing is like me, it's confetti, then throw the confetti in. If you have like another little thing that's more personalized to you, add that personalization into your mail outs. It's going to make a difference. It's going to make you stand out, even if it's taking the time just to write a little handwritten post-it note that you're sticking in there in the envelope. Hey, I just wanted to tell you how much your order back in September meant to me, and you as a customer, I appreciate you and your support of my business. That just written on a little post-it note, included in with your sample, it goes a long way, you guys. We want to leave people feeling thankful that they've done business with us, right? That they are thankful to know somebody like us who is willing to put in the effort to say thank you and to send something fun and exciting and something that we enjoy. So have fun. Let me know if you're doing this, if you do it differently. I would love to know it. I would also love to know if you have any questions. So feel free to reach out, drop them below, and I will definitely get back with you. Until we meet again, peace, love, happiness. Bye and happy scenting.